Greetings, YouTube. I'm about to show off an anthropomorphic lizard. I believe this is a Lizardman from the Everquest line. I could be wrong in that. I'm not 100% sure. Figure has articulation here, shoulder joints on both sides, a tail, though it's really supposed to, it only fits perfectly in one position. Some joints here in the hips, and again, it only really fits in one position. Feet are very flat, but it does stand up just barely. It's not really well balanced at all. However, the sculpting on this figure is great. Look at the face on this thing. And look at the detail on the texturing on those scales. And the different size scale, like the back scales are larger than the scales in the arm. The scales on the tail are the biggest of all because they have the least amount of flexibility because they don't need it. And the head, these little frills on here. And look at that mouth, man. Let's look at that mouth. That is the tongue sticking out. And the chest piece here, the chest section, the abdominal scales are bigger than the ones up here in this area. And it has a wonderfully thin lizard-like look to it. You can this thing looks lithe and fast. This thing looks like it would be coming out of nowhere and it would be on you before you knew what happened. Again, 3 fingers and a thumb on each hand. Toes are forward, so it's overall they actually kept the number of digits on the feet and the hands the same, which is a nice touch. Tail has a nice sweep to it, and it looks like it would definitely be used as a secondary attack. I like the loincloth is set up so that it actually adjusts itself to the tail. That's a nice detail. The belt in here and a cross piece and a chest piece, which looks ornamental. Let's face it, it's not doing a whole lot. I don't know if this is for sure from Everquest. I think it is. I think it might have come with some kind of a weapon at one time, or a staff or something. A character like this being this lithe, it may have been a spellcaster or a lightly armed hit and run style of a fighter. I like the different colors. So you've got a slightly different, darker shade here on the upper section than you do on the inside of each limb, which is a nice touch. And you get a nice wash in here. I mean, face it, this is a mass-produced figure, and yet it looks really good. It's right up there with some of the Popo figures I've got. I was really impressed by this, and I definitely think that it belongs in anyone's collection that is really into anthro figures.